I start playing video games, and I'm playing all hours of the night. I'm on Xbox Live. Man, I can talk to people all over the world with a headset. This is crazy. And then I'm playing, I'm having more fun. I always want to do better, always want to get more and, place better and do better. And I'm starting to get competitive in it. And people start saying, hey, there's tournaments near where you live. There's tournaments for this? Yeah, just go down to, local Best Buy. There's a tournament. No way. All right, I'm going to go to this tournament. I'm going to check this out. There's a tournament. So I go down there, and I see my first professional team ever for video games. Team Best Buy. They all showed up with jerseys. They had, like, drinks and stuff, people waiting on them. I was like, no. There's professional teams on this stuff.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm like, I remember their names and stuff. And I was like, no way. And I go home and, like Google them and stuff. Like, this is crazy. So now I see like the light, right? There's like a light at the end of the tunnel. There's this professional level of video games. So it's game on now. And so like now I start going down the rabbit hole. I'm playing all the time. I meet, I finally get in a video game lobby with some top professional or mid-range professional guy. I'm like, hey man, we become friends. I start playing with him. He start, and who you, just like in anything in life, really, like you are who you hang out with, right? And so if I start elevating my level to the people I'm hanging out with, well, I'm hanging out with pros. Eventually, through segueing that from me being, having an awesome personality or whatever it was, I started becoming friends with higher and higher level pros. And I had a really good internet connection too. So when they would play, if you host a game, then they play on my internet connection. And if it's really fast, then the game is fast for everybody. So since I had a good internet connection, all the top players like to play on my connection. So then I would be in the game with all top guys in the world.
Interesting.
And so by default, I get them all on my friends list. I'm talking to them all, and I'm playing nothing but with the top guys in the world at that point. And not that I'd earned those stripes, but I'm just at home on the internet. That's what I'm playing with.
And what game?
This is Halo 2. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So
no, yeah.
So I'm going forward in that, and
so you spent all of your time playing Halo,
like that against my mom's wishes.
I was gonna. That was my next question. So was she pissed about you getting out of school Yeah.
I'll never forget the first night I stay awake playing Xbox. Like I had stayed overnight, like the sun's coming back out.
Yeah.
And it was such a weird thing for me, and she'd never seen it. And she comes downstairs, like heading to work, and she goes, "You're still awake?" I go, "Yeah, it's crazy. I hadn't got to sleep yet. This is crazy." She goes, "Oh, that's weird." And then like fast forward like 2 years, and she's like, "Get out of my house!" And she's throwing stuff at me, and I'm just not like sleeping at all. But as I move forward, then eventually I got to a good level, and I had enough friends and stuff, and enough opportunities where I start going to real big tournaments, national tournaments, and then you place well there. And I'm teaming with some of the best guys in the world, and the ball's rolling. We have sponsorships. Now the trips are paid for, and then just basically fast forward about 5 or 6 years of that, and I'd been on a number of top teams. I had been sponsored at one point or another by Verizon or Red Bull or just different teams like that, and everything was just paid for. So every month or so, I'm flying somewhere in the United States. So I'd been to, at that point, by the time I'm like 23, 24, I'd been to like every state in the United States, and I'm flying every weekend.
So are you on, in addition to them taking care of the travel and all that, are you getting paid on top of it then?
Sometimes there'd be like a stipend on top of the travel.
Okay.
Hotel.
So that was part of the sponsor deal.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're going to go represent us, but we're going to give you a little kickback or take care of the travel for sure.
Yeah. And even after like I stopped competing at a high level, once you get that known, I would just put on the internet, like somewhere on a forum, I'd be like, hey, I want to go to this and looking for a team. And so some kid from, Texas would be like, will you team with me and my 2 friends? Like my dad will pay for everything. And I'm like, yep, let me know. Here's the flight info. Just buy it all. And so everything was just always paid for. Everywhere I went, I would just, it was all taken care of. And so I had a great time, had a ton of memories. And then sometime around like 25, I'm just starting to realize like I've been doing this gaming thing for a while, and I didn't continue to go to school, and I had no real job experience because I've been gaming. I don't have a lot to show for this now.
Yeah.
And it's not really, I don't have anything saved up. It's not really going anywhere. And so I'm like, now I'm starting to look out. Right.
So were you working at all to bring in?
Well, I was doing video game lessons. So I was charging $35 an hour online to teach people how to play video games.
Okay.
And I was booked solid for months, just going online, and that's how you aim, that's how you move, and I would scrimmage with them and watch them stream. And
so they would kind of log in to do that with you, and it would be a one-on-one lesson.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And so $35 an hour is good.
Yeah,
and I didn't know back then how good that was. That was really good.
Yeah.